Hi there, I'm Josh with 329, Vice President, co-founder, and I want to talk today about manufacturing and specifically B2C manufacturing and how you differentiate yourself. We work with manufacturers both on the B2C side and the B2B, and differentiation is the hardest problem to solve when you're trying to strategize the brand. And we're going to talk about a couple of case studies and a few examples around B2C manufacturing and how you can differentiate yourself when you are producing products. The hardest thing when you're producing a product is how is it different than anyone else? And I want to share this presentation that I've made. And again, today we're only going to talk about B2C manufacturers. And this idea really started at a breakfast that I was at the CMTA breakfast a few weeks ago. And we got to see some amazing speakers, and they all did a great job of differentiating their brand. And we're going to start off with a farmer, a blueberry farmer. Now, some of you might be thinking, how is a farmer related to manufacturing? I'm going to argue that farmers manufacture the goods that we eat. In this case, it's the blueberry farmer. And there's actually three farmers: farmer on the left, farmer in the middle, and farmer on the right. What do you notice about all of them? They're all the same. They all produce the same thing, and they look the exact same. A blueberry is a blueberry is a blueberry. Now, there are obviously different varieties of blueberries, but this, we're just talking your run-of-the-mill blueberry. I eat blueberries every morning in my oatmeal. And yes, I have oatmeal with peanut butter every morning. And I love it, and it tastes good. And I know that when I put the frozen blueberries into my oatmeal, I know what it's going to taste like. It should taste the same every single day. They should have the same shape. They should be fresh. Like, these are all pillars of precision. So basically, when you are manufacturing a good, people are expecting it to be a certain way. Precision, quality, and reliability are expected. They're not differentiators. So if I was a blueberry farmer, I would not say buy these blueberries because they taste really good, or because it's the same taste every morning, or the shape is the same, or they're always fresh. Like, everyone is kind of like, duh, like that is what we expect when we buy blueberries. So how do you get people to buy your blueberries if the only thing that you can say about them is not tangible to get people to buy them? So we're going to dive into what real differentiation is. So it's delivering exceptional value, it's building deeper relationships, and it's solving unique customer problems. Just going to let that sit there for a second. It's delivering exceptional value, it's building deeper relationships, and it's solving unique customer problems. We're assuming that the product that you're manufacturing is a good product. If it's not a good product, this webinar is not going to make a lot of sense. But I'm assuming 99% of the people watching this make a great product. That is not the problem. The problem is, how do you differentiate? Okay, so we're going to talk about Caterpillar. So Caterpillar doesn't just compete by making high quality machines. They realized back in the 80s and the early 90s that there was going to be massive competition from Japanese manufacturers. And they realized that they really couldn't compete on price or quality because the Japanese were making very quality products. So they were basically trying to figure out, how are we going to get people to continue buying Caterpillar and have more people buy Caterpillar? And they realized that when people buy these machines, they have them for a really long time, usually decades. And because of that, these tractors, these machines require maintenance, they require repairs, they require service. And if it's not done well, it can be really difficult to service those machines. Well, Caterpillar's a huge multinational company, and they realized that they have this whole network of dealers. And they realized that they themselves, as a multinational company, could not have authentic and true one-on-one relationships with these individuals that were buying the equipment. Construction companies, farmers, And so what they did is they went to their dealer networks and basically said, hey, you guys are really important to us. We want to make your life as easy as possible when servicing these machines that you're selling. So we're going to give you all the supplies, all the expertise, all the knowledge that you need to help your day-to-day customers service and repair their machines. And if the dealer network could do that well, then the customers were happy, which means if the customers were happy, then the dealer network was happy and Caterpillar was happy. Because a couple of things. One is you're getting repeat business on service and repair. So that's an added income stream. But the brand of Caterpillar then just basically goes through the roof in terms of being seen as a quality brand, one that can be trusted, one that works with you as the consumer. Even though it's not really Caterpillar that's working with you, it's your local dealer network. Your local dealer network or your local dealer is able to do their job well because Caterpillar is standing behind them, giving them everything that they need. So that is something to think about. Depending on what you're manufacturing, your differentiation may lie in the customer service that you provide after the sale. And it helps because you're building a long-term relationship, which means that the customer will come back and buy more from you. Another company is BFGoodrich that has great differentiation, and their differentiation lies in the emotional differentiation. So this slide kind of sums up everything that they are doing to differentiate emotionally, but I want to focus on the slogan. It's not just the tires, it's the journey. I'm going to share with you their website or one of their pages on their website. So if you look at this, if you see the language, it's not talking about how quality their tires are or that it's going to last for 100,000 miles or, etc. These are all lifestyle shots. They are quote unquote regular people doing the things that they love, going on their journey. And some journeys are literal journeys where you're in the middle of the forest or a jungle. Some journeys are you're taking on a project like building a muscle car. If you look, it says, what are you building for? And they have these videos that show people doing the things that they love. And the focus is not on the tires themselves. The tires are just kind of there, but it's trying to connect with purchasers emotionally. So this is a great way of connecting with people emotionally or differentiating emotionally. A tire is a tire is a tire in terms of people expect the tire to last some time and to be good quality. But if you can appeal to the human side of the decision or of the buy, then you can reach more people and make a bigger impact in terms of what you sell them. Humans love a story. I think we've all heard that by now. They connect with stories. Okay. Practical differentiation. So this is actually one of our clients, Wellbeds and More. They've been a long-time client of ours, and they produce Murphy beds. They're really high quality. They are incredibly gorgeous. They are very well built. But again, when people buy furniture, they expect it to work. Now, wall beds, we do help them differentiate on quality because these are made from real wood. It's not like particle board, but glued together. But one thing that we realized early on is these beds, you have to install them. You have to bolt them to the wall. You have to put them together. And not every homeowner can do that. And even if they can, they may not do it well. And it may impact their view of the bed because if they don't install it properly, then the bed doesn't work properly and then they're unhappy with the product, when in reality it's because of their installation. So Wallbeds has a great installation process where they basically provide white glove service for their beds, and they handle all the problems that can come with installation. They have a whole crew come with the new bed, they install it, they make sure it works, they show the customer the ins and outs of the bed and how to maintain it. And they're very prompt. They're in and out. And time again, their customers say how much they loved having their bed professionally installed because they knew that it was installed well and it was something that they didn't have to do. I bought furniture from Wayfair, and this is not a knock on Wayfair at all because most of the things I bought from them are quality. Again, that's what I would expect. But man, it's such a pain putting it together. It takes me hours. If I bought a bed from Wall Beds, I would expect that quality. That's table stakes. But I would appreciate, wow, like that is a really complex build. And I'm so glad I didn't have to do that. Okay, so just a quick review. So here are actionable steps for manufacturers. Identify unique challenges solved. Emphasize customer support after the purchase. Communicate emotional benefits clearly. Align messaging with customer values and leverage real stories and testimonials. And that's something that we actually didn't talk a ton about, but social proof is a huge part of differentiation. Your website should be chock full of reviews and testimonials, both text and visual, meaning video. And that should also be all of your social media and all of your marketing materials. So use other people's stories about your product and their amazing experience with it as a way to differentiate yourself. So going back to the blueberry farmer, well, how could the blueberry farmer differentiate him or herself? Could deliver via an app. You don't have to have the customer come to the farm to actually pick up the blueberries. You could get on an app and offer free delivery to the local community around you. Again, real differentiation is truly meaningful. This is not an easy exercise. So it's going to take you time and it's going to be a difficult process. And it's not something that you're just going to be like, oh, like, we got it. How do you actually find this? Talk to people in your organization, talk to your customers, talk to people outside your organization, talk to a professional, a marketing professional, and see if they can give you insights into what true differentiation looks like. And do some research, look at other companies to see what they're doing. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate you watching this. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.